Okay. So should I rewind?
Hold on one second. Yeah.
Want me to do like a rap?
Yeah.
What's up, world? It's my day. I'm rocking out where the Jets do the play. They run it around the Giants. You don't know what's gonna happen because it's Boozle. All the stuff, it's all rocking out, and I don't know what. It's gonna happen in May. Yo, check it out. This is my day. I got the pen, I put it on the pad. Yo, my mind, it's going fucking mad. I gotta say, it's my day. Check this out. Jets all the fucking way. No.
My name is John D'Esposito, and I book the Bamboozle Festival.
They need to give me a show. Then I could let the world know that I'm fucking loony, that I'm fucking loony, that I'm fucking nuts, that I'm fucking crazy, that I'm fucking nuts.
John's a firecracker, kind of an unpredictable firecracker. Actually, he's more like a bottle rocket with a stick cut off. Like, it's going to blow up, but you don't know where.
He can be abrasive at some times.
I'm gonna, once again, tell everybody to stay in their shit. Because on Monday, if some person gets off their shit, I'm gonna take their shit and give it away on them and ask them to stay home.
It's almost like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
He can come down to business and get it done. Then at the next moment, scream at you because it's your fault that you didn't get it fucking done. How about that? Excuse me, Mom.
It takes a certain type of person to be able to pull this off and take these kind of risks and chances over and over again. And John's got that warrior mentality of not letting anybody get in his way or try to stop him.
Like a football coach, or like Elrond from The Lord of the Rings, or like the Watcher from Fantastic Four comics.
You can grab him. He's not gonna. Hey, what are you doing? Hey, sucker. So does he have an eye? Yes, he does.
The farm is the great escape. Without the farm, I don't think the creativity could ever be nurtured the way that it is. Because if you don't have the ability to bounce ideas off chickens, sheep, and goats, you have no idea what you're doing.
I think the farm actually calms John down. I think it's something for him to focus on because his brain's always working a million miles an hour, and the farm is actually a place where he could hone in a lot of that concentration and just do farm work. But I know, obviously, a lot of the jersey preparation happens there, and from the side of the prep and the side of it, kind of calming him down and like making him focus on things. I think it's a pretty intricate part of the Bamboozle Festival.
I would be advised I'm not good on this yet, so. It's -4. This just will not look the same in a couple months.
There's a lot of problems that have to be sorted out in those walkthroughs, and a lot of people trying to understand the concepts that you're trying to lay out there. Especially in 2011, we had a new site to deal with, and that took a lot of coordination and a lot of planning. But it comes with a ton of stress. We just found out that the fence for Bamboozle, to wrap it, to rent it for the weekend is $100,000. So I said, well, are you guys going to provide Vaseline with that? And then they don't like that. And then I say to them, okay, well, you know what? We'll use temporary rent-a-fence. Fuck you and your drilling your holes and all your bullshit rules. You guys just built $1 billion stadium you didn't even think about it.
He seems to thrive off of that kind of, not so much, maybe confrontation, but people telling him that he can't, or any obstacle that comes in his way. It's forced him to make it happen.
I just want to make it.
I took your passes and your little and the things that you told me to do, and then you changed it on me.
No, I didn't. I didn't make that chart. I didn't even see the chart.
When you put something on a map, sometimes it doesn't always land where it's supposed to be, and as a director, it's like it's my picture, And people sometimes don't understand that that picture means a lot to me. And I know that it would mean a lot for the kids. So the way that it comes across or lays out is something that definitely I'm going to defend at any cost.
That crowd's gonna be like, dude, you don't think a mosh pit during a day to remember is not gonna hit in there? That's gonna be disastrous. I'm like sick about this, like really sick that this just happened.
This year we had a couple of situations and it cost me about $3,500 to move something that was put in the wrong place.
He thought that the front of house mix was too close to the stage, and we had to reassure him that that wasn't the case, but he wasn't buying it, of course, because he's got his own ideas in his head.
Well, the Clowns have the capabilities of launching Fago as far and as pinpoint as they want. And it was my belief that if we were nice to the Clowns and treated the Clowns with respect by giving them the Tunimals trailer, that they would have cooperated with us.
But what are you gonna do? Move front of house 80 feet away?
No, they're using their boards. I'm just saying no. Listen, I think it would be funny as hell if the fucking people decide to stay there and just get, dude,
Well, we should get
it's gonna rain soda on them. Yeah, we could give them a warning, say, hey, just so you know, the Clowns have let's just get I'm sure Bill would tell us how far they can project.
They definitely know. Yeah,
They know that they can throw.
I ain't throwing nothing.
Well, how far can this soda throw?
Past front of house.
How easy can it hit back front? It will hit front house, right?
They won't hit it.
They won't. What? They just know not
They
to
know
hit?
that.
All right. But they'll hit. What about that? Like conception?
No.
No. All right. So the Clowns actually are accurate.
Yep.
Okay.
It's gonna go 100 feet. It's gonna be hitting cars in the parking lot. It's gonna be a fucking mess. It's gonna rain Fago Sunday night.
I've grown sick, I've gotten older, I finally have an audience.
We started something called Skate and Surf. I guess, I kind of brought the idea together with the guys in Newfound Glory, which was really cool. They supported it, and there was this transition of, these bands were outgrowing clubs, and yet there were so many of them and so many young ones that needed that exposure that we brought that idea to Asbury Park to launch Skate and Surf.
We headlined the first one. We headlined the first Skate and Surf, and it was pretty crazy. Like at that time, I think like the amount of people that were there was like mind-boggling because there was like 5,000-6,000 kids there, going crazy just for pop punk music.
But what happened in 3 years, whether it was success and greed or whatever, became a nightmare. The backstabbing and the deceit just got so out of control that it was time to do something that would allow a festival to grow, would allow a scene to redefine itself. And, while I'll never forget Skate and Surf, I'll never forgive the situation that happened in Asbury Park and the way it played out.
John's rift with the other people that were involved with the festival was beginning to grow. And then, in 2004, I remember getting a phone call from him saying, hey, I think we're going to do this by ourselves. And, and we left.
Skate and Surf failed because of greed by two people who didn't care about the scene, they cared about the money that was being generated from it. And whatever I lost personally in Asbury Park wasn't equated. And for me, it was time to move on. And for me, it was time to rally up all the bands and all the people that I put my heart and soul into this with to ask them for support. And the support to move forward was overwhelming. Bamboozle was about the future, and Skate and Surf was about the past.
I'm excited to play in front of that many people.
I heard there's going to be 200,000 people there.
I heard that too. I think I heard it from Eddie, but
Yeah.
but still a reliable source usually. Speaking of Eddie.
Oh, he's calling our drug dealer.
It's usually always kind of the biggest show we've played because it's keeps growing every year. So whenever we do it, it's more people. So we're always like, wow, that's probably the most people we've played in front of, you know?
I mean, I assume it's bigger than when we
nervous?
played Skate and Surf like 10 years ago. And that was probably the biggest show up until now. That was one of the last shows I played with you guys.
What an awful night. Great show.
It was a
awful
great
night.
show, awful
Oh, man, that was terrible.
Bamboozle is a different kind of festival. I mean, I feel like it started because of punk rock and independent music, and it sort of evolved into this circus. You know, I kind of look at Bamboozle as like a big circus because there's so many different styles of bands now. You know, it's like, and they always have weird bands. Like they book like, you know.
Plus the clown's the mascot too.
Yeah. Like where else can you play a festival where there, or see a show where there's Insane Clown Posse, Boyz II Men, Motley Crue, and then I don't know. It's crazy, man.
Sounds like a very different kind of like scene this year because like somebody was telling me Insane Clown Posse is playing, and like it's the first time in 15 years that they're playing to a crowd that's not juggalos. So anything can happen. So I'm kind of stoked to see that just because it's gonna be off the hook.
The diversity of the music that's being played here. I mean, one stage is rap, the next stage is like punk rock. I mean, it's everywhere. I was watching guys breakdance before. It was cool stuff.
Isn't like Motley Crue playing? Yeah.
Motley Crue is playing?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
In all of their grandmother-looking glory, like they'll be up there. So that'll be exciting to see their new weaves. Lil Wayne's playing.
It's a really interesting mix of bands. It's
Yeah, it's
interesting.
No. Although we've gone to the end.
Did you expect me to harmonize? Is
Yeah.
that what you were looking for?
Yeah.
I'm not that
I was
quick,
thinking you would
man.
take the low harmony.
I'm not that quick.
That's what she said.
You know, taking like metal acts, pop acts, punk acts, and putting them all together seems like that's cool now. But before John D did it, nobody would fool around with that kind of nonsense.
I think as time goes on and we see the way that people's music tastes are changing, the Bamboozle fans are changing. And we are always trying to change up the Bamboozle and to make it like the most unpredictable but best festival you can imagine.